Good day, friends, and welcome to a brand new day. It's a beautiful period that we've seen today, and we have exciting matches lined up for you. We are back. The international break is behind us, and now we can focus on these league games that can deliver. We have three matches, but before we get into the games, I would advise that you like the video, you subscribe to this channel, and most importantly, please join our Telegram channel. We have exciting tips that we share in our Telegram channel that have been winning. So, three games for you today, and we can only pray and hope that everything goes well. The first game we have is from the China Super League. It's Qingdao West Coast and Shanghai Port. So, the thing is, when you look at Shanghai Port's away's form, it doesn't look very good. And the reason is they've mostly been playing Champions League. Champions League football is a step too high for teams from China. So it's understandable why these people have lost two Champions League games away from home and only won once away from home. The point I'm trying to make is that Champions League football is very different from league football. And the team they will be playing against is typically a team that they always beat. And this team has only won twice at home. Head to head shows that Shanghai Port has beaten this team in recent history, which was last season. So, what's the point I'm trying to make? Shanghai Port will want to use this opportunity to cement and solidify its standings on the table and ensure that other teams won't stand a chance of getting close to them. So, this is a game that Shanghai Port isn't going to lose, and it's for that reason that I'm going with Shanghai Port draw no bet. I'm very confident of Shanghai Port's victory, and I'm going with a draw no bet for Shanghai Port. So the odd for a Shanghai Port draw no bet is priced at 1.42. Even though the odd might look very scary, but Shanghai Port has been very excellent in delivering fantastically well. Last season, if you guys remember, they did very well for us. They won the league and they want to do everything possible as well to defend their title this season. So it's for that reason that I'm going with a draw no bet for Shanghai Port. And the odd for a draw no bet for this Shanghai Port is 1.42. The next fixture we have is from the Turkish League. It's Spor and Fenerbahce. So this home team is clearly in very good form, as you can see. Three victories at home and just one loss in one draw. But when investigating this better, you realize that they've mostly beaten teams that are also, at the bottom half of the table. They haven't really beaten any team that is on the same level with Fenerbahce, if you look at it critically. And this Fenerbahce team is in such fantastic form that the last time they lost away from home was a long time ago. The last time they lost was when they played the Sixers. That was literally the last time they lost away from home. But ever since, they've done very well, winning convincingly well. And this is the reason this game will matter for Fenerbahce. So Fenerbahce hasn't and wouldn't give up on the title. Now, uh, they are currently 1 point. Sorry, what do you call it? They've played one game lesser than Galatasaray. So if they win today, that will move them to 65 points. Okay, that will move them to 65 points and just 6 points shy of the top spot. So which means anything is possible. And if they fail to win today, then they would literally just concede the title to Galatasaray. When you look at their okay, we don't have head to head, and I think the reason why we don't have a head to head record for this team is because Bodrumspor is a newly promoted team. So when you factor that in as well, you realize that Fenerbahce will not want to lose to a newly promoted team. This is not a team that has been in the league for long. This is barely just a newly promoted team. So Gala can't lose to a newly promoted team. It's not going to make sense. Even though most of their players are just returning from the international break, but still, this is a game that they will deliver because if they fail to win today, the title race is over for them. There is nothing they can do about it. A draw no bet for Fenerbahce is priced at 1.20. And then finally, from the Portugal Liga, we have Gil Vicente and Benfica. Um, Benfica's form away from home is also very incredible. Um, so they've gone, how many games? They've gone 20 games and only three losses. The loss to Casapia was the only shocking defeat in their three away losses. That was the only shocking defeat. And since that loss, they have gone 9 games or 6 games away from home in the league without a loss. The only time they lost again was in the Champions League, but this doesn't count because um, it wasn't a league game. And they'll be playing Gio Vincent. Gio Vincent is terrible, terrible, terrible. Four losses at home, just so bad. Head to head favors Benfica. Benfica hasn't lost to this team in their last 5 matches. And again, this is why this game will matter to Benfica. The reason this game will matter to Benfica is Benfica is currently in a title race, a very tight one. If they win today, they'll be back on level points with Sporting CP. Okay, they'll be back on level points with Sporting CP. Isn't that exciting? And if they're back on level points with Sporting CP, it means they can easily win the league. And usually, whoever finishes first gets to qualify automatically for the Champions League. The second place team will have to go through a round of qualification. So Benfica will greatly fancy their chances. And this is the reason this game is a must win for them. So they can get back on level points with Sporting CP. So this is a game that I believe Benfica will win in 90 minutes. But I'm going with a draw no bet for Benfica. And the odd for a Benfica draw no bet is 1.17. So when you add everything together, you have your 2 plus odds, and these are games that should go very, very well. And again, if you need quality 2 plus odds that you can, depend and rely on, then you should join our monthly VIP program. It's affordable, and we are going in for a very, very successful run. So you should try and be part of it. Thank you guys, and see you tomorrow.